This year's STEAM theme is Food in Culture and Social Justice. One of the biggest things I appreciate about STEAM Week is the interconnectedness. Different grades together, different teachers together, different content areas coming together under this one umbrella. I just think that is absolutely the best way for students to be able to learn.
Bringing science, technology, engineering, art, and math together is actually something that we try to do really all year long, but we do it this week in a focused way with everyone else in the school. And it's exciting to see the practical applications too of what we're doing and how this learning has an impact on the work that people do and the choices that you can make.
So I think STEAM Week is unique because it really allows teachers to be creative in connecting on one theme, but in our own unique ways within our subject areas. So it really shows kids how different topics can be covered in each subject area, how they could pursue specific interests across a subject area. So for example, with food justice, it can have so many different applications through writing, through history and literature. In humanities class or in math, they can learn about how to collect data around food sovereignty, around creating connections between food deserts, and just really understanding the topic in a holistic way.
When you engage students and you open their eyes to real life situations, there's nothing better to really convey to someone else. That's where we learn, that's where they learn, that's where we grow as a community. And building these things with our buddies, with our friends, with our peers, it really sinks in, okay? It's fun to watch a movie and it's great to lecture and listen, but when you can really get your hands dirty and kind of do something fun to build, to create, that's where they will always remember and take that with them.
We're having so much fun making all kinds of connections to certainly science, to the books we've been reading and the cultures we were studying, specifically the Native American cultures. We know all humans need and deserve good food, so that's been a component of what we've been talking about. And those connections, you know, what is nutritious? How do we take in nutrition? Where are things grown? Like you said, it's exciting and it taps into the heart of each of them, their empathy, also their care for the earth.
I've had a lot of fun pulling all these tie-ins from all different curriculum areas. You know, as a teacher, you always want to link those experiences to as much as you can to really broaden their horizons. And I hope that that comes through in, you know, how many areas we really were able to extend this learning into, because it's been enjoyable for us.
So our kindergartners this year are doing a STEAM activity in which it's a relay. So I'm adding some physical components to do with whether food and products that we purchase and use come from a farm or if they don't come from a farm. So they have to figure out, they'll ride a scooter, pick up their flashcard of what product it is, and then they need to place it whether it's from a farm or not from a farm.
We're also doing a food drive, which is Broad Street Love and Media Food Bank, realizing there's food insecurity. I think it's like 20% in this area have food insecurity, so just realizing that and providing empathy and understanding for the students.
So we're making pita bread and hummus, and we're making these because these foods are good for the environment.
It's a sustainable food.
Yeah, it's a sustainable food, and it's easy to make, and it's good for you too.
They learned a lot about people that are food insecure. If people are food insecure, their creativity goes away. Even reaching out to communities through art and through different projects is so important to start a conversation, to continue a conversation. But I think they really just love the hands-on aspect of creating art and also knowing that they are actually creating a message to share with the community and that their artwork has an impact on what people are seeing.
To me, it's very important for folks who are not in the class to come in and ask questions about this experiment, because if these students are able to articulate why things happen, then that is a deeper level of understanding than just regurgitation. If you could come in and they felt comfortable with their grandparents or their special person, then that might allow them just more comfortability to show you what they know. Go out on a hike, bring it back to our community and let's talk about it, let's figure it out. And I just love that about this. And STEAM does a great job bringing this community together.
we're responsible for our future and where it's heading, and give them the tools to advocate for that and give them problem-solving abilities to think critically, because they're the generation that's, going to take over, and the solutions have to come from them. I just love it when they think deeply. It's such a big topic, it's so broad it could almost be intimidating, but for them it's not. It's kind of broken down into pieces, and then they find these solutions and they feel like they can make a difference. And I heard that again from a student today. He said, doing all this makes me want to start my own garden. That's a eureka moment for me.